Good afternoon, hot afternoon. In 2 hours we open exhibition presenting successful examples of conversion for cultural purposes. So I have prepared some little journey to the history, to the past, to remember similar activities like this exhibition. If you want to find the first mentions of creative reuse of industrial heritage as creative architectural work in Czech Republic, or in this case it's better say in Czechoslovakia, we would probably come across this article by Benjamin Fragner called Discarded Factories. It was published in 1984 in Technický magazine, where thanks Benjamin Fragner, industrial heritage was given a lot of attention during 80s. In this article, Fragner for the first time presented industrial architecture from a new perspective, as a layer overlooked by a history of architecture covered with social prejudices, but with an extraordinary atmosphere and potential. In the 80s, the theme of new use of industrial heritage also began to appear in architectural magazines, such as study of reconstruction the former brewery into warehouse for the national enterprise Hirana, interesting study of adaptation transformer station for social purposes, nice small intervention to the typical technical objects in villages, or study of conversion of brickworks into TV studios, which was ordered by Czechoslovak State Television at the Faculty of Architecture of the Technical University in Brno. So, important thing. In this time, the search for a new use was also connected with one of the biggest cases in the field of heritage protection and preservation. It was the case of the Prague Žižkov railway station with high historical value, built in 17th and 19th century and called most beautiful railway station in Central Europe. Station was partly demolished in 1972 for the construction of the north-south motorway, which is extension of highway to the center of Prague. And then station fell into disrepair for several years, like you see on the right picture. During this time, a number of projects appeared on how to use the torso of the station and save it. So, one of them is reconstruction station into a university canteen and club for Charles University, made by Design Institute of the Czech Technical University in Prague, or project for reconstruction and extension for the Railway Museum, made in 2 versions in State Institute for Reconstruction of Heritage Towns and Buildings. But, as you see, station could not be saved, and in 1985 was blown up. In this atmosphere, the National Technical Museum in Prague initiated the formation of a platform that aimed to highlight the importance of industrial buildings, to participate in their preservation and to seek the possibility of their new use. In 1986 was established section for the protection of industrial heritage. This section consisted of dozens of people such as architects, historians, university professors, and many others. And in addition to actions to save endangered buildings, they focused mainly on promoting industrial heritage and finding new opportunities for industrial buildings. The first major event organized by the section was the exhibition Industrial Architecture Unused Heritage, held at the National Technical Museum in 1990. The authors of the exhibition wrote in the short exhibition scenario these words: "The main goal will be to show how it is possible to appreciate these buildings as solemn witnesses to human action, historical continuity, and being assigned new and current functions. The motto, therefore, is the argument that new sensitive uses today represent a decisive step towards protection from devastation and eventual demolition." So I think 30 years past words, I think it's just still true. This is a view into the exposition to the part dedicated to conversions. So in this time, no realization in Czechoslovakia could be shown. So there were examples from abroad and some studies. The exhibition was also accompanied by publication with the same title, in which we can find many interesting articles by members of the section for the protection of industrial heritage. Like this, from architect Tomáš Schemberger, he described efforts to save a decaying functionalist factory from famous architect František Albert Libra from late 30s, which was then threatened with demolition. But this case ended up better than Praha-Těšnov railway station, and in 2000 was responsibly converted for offices. So, what I said, we can call it like the roots. The roots of the programmed interest in industrial heritage in Czechoslovakia, the roots of the search for ways to give a new life to old factories. On this basis began the tradition of regular presentation of current examples of conversions and new reuse of industrial buildings in Czech Republic. The first examples were shown in 1996 on the exhibition entitled 12 Years On, referring by name and photograph on the poster to the demolition of the Těšnov railway station as the central initiation point of the movement for the preservation of industrial heritage. And new use of conversions and creative reuse of industrial buildings also became the main topic of international biennales called Vestiges of Industry, which were held in sewage treatment plant in Prague and then also in other places in Czech Republic. And the third Vestiges of Industry Biennale in 2005, Research Center for Industrial Heritage organized the first complex showcase of conversions in the Czech Republic, which were realized in 2005. Exhibition called Vestiges of Industry, the Architecture of Conversion, and was held in one exhibit in the factory hall adapted for art studios and exhibition halls designed by architect Alberto Di Stefano. Unfortunately, despite the fact that Karlín Studios were a popular culture venue, in 2017 were demolished for a new development. So even an inventive conversion with sustainable program is no guarantee of preserving. It's really sad. For the exhibition was also published a catalog in Czech and English, which you can download on the website our research center. In 2014 began our collaboration with Dan, Klára, Iva from Jaroslav Fragner Gallery, and this photo shows installation of the second exhibition of conversions, which presented selected projects from 2005 to 2015. And also we were published book which you can download on your website, on our website. And latest comprehensive overview of examples of new use in Czech Republic was the exhibition and publication called Place, Form and Program, and the book with the same name you can still buy in selected bookshops, and all today's speakers we have pleasure to give this book, and to our colleagues from abroad we prepared a whole set of all books, so we hope enjoy it and find inspiration and so on. And last word, in what in the future we prepare. We started last year a 5-year project supported by Minister of Culture of Czech Republic focused on post-war industrial architecture. But the project has a parallel line that of this focus observed the accompanying social phenomena that in the observed period ushered in a need and search for new interpretive approaches to industrial heritage and emergence of systematic efforts to protect it. So, according to this line, next year we will publish 4th overview presenting interesting examples of new reuse in Czech Republic in years 2020 and 25. So, thank you for your attention.